Hey there guys, and welcome back to another Pokemon card video. This one's a little bit different, guys. I received a question on Twitter asking what the best way to store cards would be, specifically for a large collection, because we, as collectors, we tend to get a lot of duplicate cards and we just kind of store them away, but I mean, it's second nature to me, but I guess it won't be to everybody else. Before I go any further, I want to just say that everything that you see in this video can be purchased at www.chaoscards.co.uk. They're a really great site, guys. Everything's dead cheap, everything's very, very affordable, and I struggle to find the cards on there cheaper anywhere else. And as far as all of this stuff that we're talking about goes, again, I struggle to find this stuff cheaper anywhere else as well. So getting into it, guys, the first thing I think we should go over is how to store a deck. I mean, there's a few different ways I could see a set ways of needing to store cards. Sorry, excuse me. There's the three ways I can see are storing a deck to play with, storing a collection, and then storing cards to sell. So the first thing I want to talk about is decks, and I really like these. You can pick these up relatively cheap. They normally come with 2 packs in it as well, so that's pretty good value. It's pretty good value. My cats are scratching everything, they're running about crazy, really. So, yeah, I'm going to leave that in, screw it. We're going to have one take this thing. So yeah, this is where I keep my deck. We'll get onto the sleeves in just a second, but I want to actually just mention the actual deck tin. These are pretty good. As far as deck tins go, it'll hold. This is a 60 card deck here, and it'll hold it pretty snug. So if I just pop that in there, it's really quite easy. There's a little bit of room in there for some spares, or for maybe you buy some packs when you go to the event and you can just slot them in there, so it keeps it nice and safe. And then in these little compartments here, you can keep all your dice and coins, and I've got all sorts in mine, but you just throw them all in there, and then it just slots together nice and easy and pops onto here. And I think it's a really, really nice buy. They're usually about £10. You get 2 packs in them. You get a little collection of energy cards, which I probably don't have lying around. Sorry, we're changing up everything up in this room, guys. I can't find anything. It's been frustrating me all day. But yeah, as for decks going, these are pretty good. But for actually storing the cards within the decks, now, there's kind of 2 kind of sleeves that I use. These are kind of standard style sleeves. If you've ever bought an Elite Trainer box, they're the same kind of style as this. They're kind of waxy. They're a little bit harder to shuffle. As far as and when we compare it to these ones are slightly more expensive, and I tend to find that these are a little bit easier to just shuffle around, and I use them for decks that I play with quite a lot, whereas this one's kind of one I'm kind of testing out, and I don't really have a lot of the other decks, so I don't really have a lot of these sleeves, so I just kind of use these. And you know, for starting out, they are alright. They will keep your cards nice and snug. They do hold them pretty well. And, you know, for the cheap price that you can get them for, and as I say, if you get the Elite Trainer box, ones like this will come in it. I just would warn you that they're a bit of a pain to shuffle. If you're not very good at shuffling, I would definitely go and buy these bad boys here. These are, I think these were Ultra... I can't remember. These were... You can tell when you look at them, they're not as glossy as the other ones, and they slide around a lot better. I would definitely recommend this style over this one, but as far as keeping your cards in sleeves, it's so important, guys. You know, you don't want to be taking out your expensive cards and you're getting them all scratched up on an uneven table or something like that. Another thing I would recommend, if you're going to be playing at events, keep your cards in one of these, and then get one of these mats. They are relatively cheap, and again, I think you can buy these on Chaos Cards. This one here is by Ultimate Guard, and it's literally a really soft cloth mat. I also use one of these as a mouse mat as well. They're really good for for your computer. I would definitely recommend getting one of these just to keep the backs of your cards nice and safe. You don't want to be scratching them around on a table. As far as the other kind of deck boxes go, you can get these kind of cardboard style ones now. I use these just for keeping cards that I have for trading. So we've got a few kind of random cards up in here. and some spare sleeves and that sort of stuff. They're okay, but I've not had this very long. As you can see, it's from the... Excuse the cut there, guys. Don't know why my phone cut out. Yeah, as you can see, I've not had this very long, and it's already all bashed up and stuff, so maybe don't go for one of these if you expect it to last any length of time, but for like maybe a one-off to store a few extra cards, it's probably okay. Yeah, let's get into the, just storing your collection now. So what I do with my stuff is I've got just a basic folder. You can get the kind of more flashy ones that have like, you know, maybe some Pokemon artwork or something like that on it. And when we get into these, it's literally just sleeves upon sleeves upon sleeves, right? Now the sleeves I like to use are these Ultra Pro sleeves here. I bought these off of Chaos Cards, and I think they were like 9p a sleeve or something like that. I bought 100. I can't really see the logo there. It does say Ultra Pro on the logo. Ultra. Yeah, there you go. They're pretty nice. And what's good about these is you can actually... Let's just pull out one of these cards here. What's easy one to get out? Let's just pop Blastoise out here. You can actually slide... Again, these are the kind of waxy type sleeves. You can pop these in here in sleeves, and I would recommend doing this because one thing I tend to find with my cards, if they're not sleeved, when you turn it upside down they can fall out, but mine won't because I've got them sleeved in here. Look like Jirachi's kind of like coming out there just from giving it a little tiny shake. I've clearly not put a sleeve in that one, and it's starting to come out. You don't want to do that. You don't want to accidentally hold your folder the wrong way and all your cards fall out all over the place, and then you have to pick them all up, and it would be horrible. But yeah, so for like a bulk collection of maybe all your EXs and all that sort of stuff, get them into sleeves and get them into these, you know, 6x or 3x3 pocket sleeves. They're really, really cheap, guys, and definitely worth it. And plus you end up with this nice display of... I'm just going to move the camera here. You end up with this nice display of all your cards, and you can go through it and have a good look, you know what I mean? But we won't get into that too in depth right now. But yeah, Ultra Pro sleeves, fantastic, guys. They fit Pokemon cards very, very well, and you know you can do them double-sided as well. There's no real problem with that, and it'll even fit if you've got like maybe a multiple of one card. It will fit like maybe 4 or 5 within the same pocket. Oh no! Don't no! I said I'm doing one take. I'm only doing one take. As far as bulk storing cards goes, I would definitely recommend buying one of these things here. Now, this was from the YouTube presentation pack that I purchased a long time ago on the channel, and I did do a video on that. If you want to go back and check that one out, it's fantastic. The pulls from that were actually insane. But if you look in here, this is how I bulk... Oh, embarrassing. Right, this is how I bulk store a lot of my cards. So what I do is I organise them into types. So if we pop this out here, this should be grass type. Yep. So I have all my grass types in here. They're separated by little cardboard sleeves, which come from the Elite Trainer boxes. I pop them in there, and then that keeps everything nice and separate. So when I'm deck building, it's dead easy for me to shuffle through and find the ones I want, whether it be trainer cards, whether it be, you know, normal Pokemon cards. You know, it's really easy to find all the different types. And I would recommend doing that if you're going to be building a lot of decks, or even if you just have a lot of spare cards. You know, just get them organised so that when you actually do come to wanting to grab some of them, you can find them, and that is like key. As far as these go, this is just a little cardboard one. I'm sure you can find other ones that are a little bit more expensive, but this does the job. It's just a little cardboard box. They have them on Chaos Cards, guys. You don't need to spend